So,
But anyway, yeah, I just am interested in, like, how do you want
that
Meanwhile, behind Laura, I can't see what's happening behind you because the lighting is weird.
well, Eric is
I don't know what was happening
Eric is
behind you.
putting on his own show.
Yeah, Eric is doing the Eric show. Eric's doing, yeah, he's doing some stuff. Well, you know what you
I think I'm a firm believer, especially as an actor, like I am very much a physical actor, so I have to do some sort of physical and vocal warm up for me to feel fully ready to take on any role. But it was a lot of like crossbody stuff like this, and like following your gaze and like stretching like across your body and doing that sort of stuff. So both sides of your brain are active. And because it is such a physically demanding and emotional show, I had to do that or else the performance felt lackluster and not true to the actual text itself. Yeah.
what we're doing now in the yoga is the Nadi Shodhana. It's alternate nostril breathing, and you can do breathe in and out through the right side for logic, memorization, things like that, and the left side is more emotional, you know, more art, things like that. So if you want to get them, you want to get the Inga and Pingala going together, and you got this nice balance and power down center. So, and I'm sure you guys, when I did theater when I was a kid, all the breathing we did was yoga, and they didn't call it yoga; they called it theater warm-ups.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to ask you if you are acting online right now, like if you are in any theater companies or are trying to audition for any theater companies online, like on the Zoom.
Yeah, so that's been an interesting thing. So obviously I'm doing a lot of self-produced play readings with friends to have artistic fulfillment, but this audition process that we're all going through right now as actors, like specifically New York actors, is really different because we're not having equity principal auditions or equity chorus calls like EPAs and CCCs. So everything is via video right now, which is an interesting challenge. So like I've sent off quite a few things for later stuff down the line in terms of like fall or even later summer. But, and like a few of my auditions have been for things that will be just virtual. So it's been kind of interesting to see that shift in things. And I mean, right now, frankly, like I would say 98% of theaters in our country are not having a summer season. So it's a very lax kind of situation right now, which is a bit, I'm thrilled because frankly, I wouldn't feel safe as an actor going to a theater right now and performing, and I wouldn't expect an audience to feel comfortable with that as well. So I'm kind of thankful that we're having a lot more online opportunities for future stuff.
Well, it seems to me kind of piratey now. It's like you could just do your own show.
Yeah.
Put it out there. You know what I mean?
No, it's true. And that's a weird freedom that I've found in our quarantine. And, you know, we're privileged that we all can be hunkered down in our homes and whatnot. But yeah, it's interesting because so for the play readings that I'm doing with my friends, we've all been kind of selfish and we're like, okay, I want to cast myself as this role. And then I'm going to cast my friends who I think would be great as this. And no one will ever get to see it except for those group of people. But it's a weird thing that then comes out of it in that you come with a sense of confidence that you didn't have before because you gave yourself the opportunity to challenge yourself. And like, for example, I really wanted to do The Importance of Being Earnest, and I really wanted to be Gwendolyn because everyone is like, you're Miss Prism, you're Lady Bracknell, which are amazing characters, but I never get to play
the ingenue
romantic one. So that was such a fun challenge. And yeah, it's funny because you're self-creating your own work then. And then we're going to have all of these skill sets that we didn't have before, and really listening to people and really checking in, and how theater can translate virtually versus in person is very different. But in the end, we're still accomplishing the same thing, which is we forget that we're in quarantine for an hour or 2 hours, and that's incredible.
Well, and it's still live.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's
Exactly.
still like there's, I mean, you know, warts and all.
Yeah.
Kayla, do you want to do a monologue and talk a little bit about auditioning afterwards?
Sure, sure. I'm in a mess. A mess. No, you're not. You're not responsible, Alexi. You're only a bystander. For all her deviousness, not her mess either. Of course, she betrayed me, and I'm angry at her for that. But I'm more sorry for her than angry because she's so confused. She doesn't recognize the unique anymore. And now I think she's quite demented. You have demented her. Because she's in love with you. And madly jealous of me because she thought that you were interested in me. Well, how do you feel about her? Do you love her, Alexi? Yeah? I think you do. Yes, you do. Well, I hope it's unique for you.
Ooh, I want to see that show.